welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and this is part 2, working with this journal and the coffee kit. That was a celebration for my gift to my subscribers for 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And there are links in the description box to my Ko-fi shop and to my Etsy shop. It is free on Ko-fi, and it is $1 on Etsy because of fees and whatnot. So and I hope that before you go download it, that if you're not already subscribed, that you would please subscribe. It helps my channel. And if you like the kit, let me know. It's just really helpful. And also, let's plug in the ready. Look, now you can hear me so much better. Hope not too much louder, like all of a sudden. Yeah, hey, well, sometimes when I'm like doing a few videos in a row, I might forget to plug in the microphone, especially if somebody called me in between the two videos. So, all right, we have this. So I'm going to cut this out real quick. This is a little coin envelope that is part of the kit. I kind of wish I had done those. Maybe I did do them later in the final kit. I'm not sure. If not, oh well, you got dotted lines to guide you where to fold. But I had intended to, if I didn't, to lighten those lines. But what are you gonna do? Complain? It's not like you had to pay a lot for the kit. Yeah, I found a couple things and I'm like, I might have changed this or this. But, you know, and you can cut off that outside black line if you don't want to see it. Just cut right inside it. It'll still work. Sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll miss the mark completely and have a whole bunch of... Oh, see. Well, no, what I'll do is I'll just make that the inside. Alright. What is nice about seeing the lines is then I know where exactly I'm supposed to fold it. So that's nice. You use bone folder or your fingernails. Don't you remember using your fingernails when you were younger? It's when you wanted to rip something. You might have even used a little spit. Me? No. Why would I do that? No, I don't like the black showing on the top part there. But fortunately, that can easily be cut. Just right to there. Not that perfection is necessary. And then that black line I'm not worried about because I'm covering it. So then I will, on this inside one, I'm going to, sure, why would my glue work? Is the minute, you know, just taking it out, has the pin in it and whatnot, but I don't know, it always gets. So I'm going to go on that inside line and on this outside line. I left a little room at the top so that I just can't remember. Oh, maybe not let it goop out so much like that. And then just kind of on the outside here to the very, you know, there's a little thing there. So you don't want to glue you don't really need it that much glue anyway. And then, is there a line there? Let's make sure we get our line. And then if you ink it, you don't have to worry so much about the line. Yeah, kind of wishing that I had taken off the outline and just done these really light. I thought I lightened those though. I might have. You know, sometimes I don't have the final printout. Sometimes, I think that was the final printout though. So this can go pretty much anywhere. And then this tag, which I did not do on cardstock. Just because it's a tag doesn't mean you have to use it as a tag. I'm just saying. And if I had been thinking, I would have glued it to my whatever I want to glue it to stiffen it up before I cut it, because that just is less work. But I didn't do that. Maybe next time. Alright, so this, do I want it as a tag or maybe as like a pocket? Let's start on the first page. So he's good. You might want to put something in here. We'll see. And then I'm thinking, because this page, these quotes I like. the words I kind of want to cover. So that is where some of this comes in handy. Ooh, that's got like, there's a little bit of purple in there. Oh yeah, that goes really good with those two, but it doesn't have any red in it. Let's see if there's one that's slightly more better. Not that one. Ooh, that one's not bad. Not that one, not that one. I was gonna check this one because it's got like this reddish, pinkish color in it. I think I like that one. That with some music paper maybe. See, don't you love when there's like pencil marks and stuff? Actually, I do. I really do. It just gives it interest. Makes it more better. I mean, I only have part of it sticking on there, but that's alright. So, I'm okay if I cover those a little bit. That works for me. I'm gonna have an avalanche any second now. Don't let me forget I put those papers back there. Okay, and then just gonna get a thinner piece of this. Lots of rippy papers. So I'll put this down. I don't necessarily want to lose out that pencil bit, but oh well. I'm going to just do this or this. Just need it a little bit shorter because I don't mind if it goes over this a little bit, but maybe not quite that much. And glue would be nice. Glue, 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 glue. Seriously, people, hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, so I inked that and glued that on. Not sure what else I want to do over there. I think it still needs something, but I don't know what. Actually, I do have an idea. I'm thinking, I might do I don't know. It needs something. I don't know what. But anyway, so over here, I'm going to put a pocket. I like my torn, ripped pockets. They make me smile. So I just got some scrapbook paper. I think I want it wider, so I'll use this bottom piece. I just need the bottom to be straight. The top is actually not going to be straight. You could use your ruler, scissors, whatever you like to use. I'm going to use, let's go ahead and cut this off here so I know, well, I say that and then I didn't cut it off quite far enough. I don't want to make it too wide. And then I'm going to make another piece from here, about the same size, but it could be a little bit shorter, actually. See. Alright. And then I'm going to put this piece up to the top so that it has a similar rip line. Does that make sense? So I'm holding it there. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just kind of starting at the bottom of that one. And going to make an angled pocket here. So now when I bring that down, it doesn't have to be perfectly the same, but it's similar, and I'll make it a double pocket. It's just scrapbook paper, so it's not a really thick pocket. A lot of people would probably back their piece to make it thicker. I'm apparently not one of, I don't feel like doing that today. It's my journal. And I don't feel like I have to. I'll just be careful when I put stuff in, I guess. Because I didn't glue anything on. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border on the outside edge down there. I didn't print anything on cardstock for some reason I don't understand. And I also forgot to ink that. So that's on me. I'm trying to rush. All right, let me ink that real quick. Oh, in case you haven't seen this, this is what I do. I just put a piece of paper under there and just kind of ink it like that. That way I don't get ink where I don't want it. So, yeah. I was going to do it off camera, and then I was like, well, I know I've told this before, but maybe there's new people that are new to journaling and not just new to me, that want to. And then, so if you're new to journaling and junk journaling, and maybe you've not even heard of digital kits, digital paper packs or whatever, like this particular kit that I have has many pages to use. It has the background pages to use, and it has ephemera that comes with it as well. Ephemera being tags, journal cards, pockets. So lots to play with. And I do it in a way that you can make it personal to you. You know what I mean? What if you make this a little flip out, and that way we can still flip that out and see the, see these when we want to. But there's still, I feel like something needs to go down the middle here. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. I was thinking maybe like a little, so these still show, maybe like a little paper pad or something is what I was thinking. Like, what if I just use this? Just a little, like a little place for lists. Like just about, well, it covers quite a bit, but that actually might be kind of cute. So just take one of my papers, especially one that coordinates nicely with that. And you could use scissors, you could use your paper cutter. I like this ruler because I can line up my line at the bottom and hopefully get it straight. Although sometimes that happens, that little tear goes off in its own direction. That's user error though. You pretty much count most anything that doesn't, because I don't have it on the surface is part of the reason, so I'll just be more careful. And just have myself a little, and then I can still look underneath and see the quilts and the other paper. Forgot to line this part up. It wasn't straight. And do this one in half. They'll be a little bit thinner, but that's okay. Just make a little crease at the top there. Actually match up with the crease maybe. That's all right. You know what? Where I messed up on the bottom, I need to cut this a little bit anyway. So that's the part that I will. Well, I might tear the top too, but oh my goodness, line up a little bit. Just gonna take, you know, if you want it perfect, do one at a time or two at a time. But if you're like me, just do them all together and hope for the best. And hope that you can find any one of your staplers. Well, I will staple this. I swore my stapler would come back up here. I'm going to staple it. What if you do if you don't have a stapler? I don't have to use the tiny attacher. I just use this stapler. I don't know why I feel like I have to use the tiny attacher a lot of the times. Kind of like that one on the front. What happened to that dark line? There it is. Oh, don't mind my hands. I just went from the first video to this one, and it's I got ink on my hands, and I haven't been anywhere. I haven't been away from my desk since that point. Well, you do your best to get them, you know, straight at the top. But we can cover that anyway. So just a couple staples to hold that together, and those are wide staples. And then you can take your scissors or even your stapler maybe and press that down. Nope, that's not working. What can I use? I need something more narrow. Let's try a pen. It's very loose and wobbly. That is not a very good stapler. Let me just say that right now. Wish I knew where my tiny attacher was, because that one gets me a nice little... Oh my goodness. Go flat. Anybody else have a stapler like this? It keeps turning back and forth, so I can't even like flatten it. It won't do anything like that. There we go. I think it's better anyway. Oh, I give up. Anyway, I did at least get it so it's not sticking out. And then I'll put like a piece of washi tape or something over that, or a piece of the digital kit, or, oh, you know what would be perfect? Piece of this scrap paper from the other page, which brings that over here. Ink it up. Ink it up. That will cover the staples, and just glue the top onto the thingamabob. Got some coffee stamps. I could like put a little stamp on these, or at least on the front one. But there, now I've got a place to put little random lists. Right, Mariah? We love our random lists. So that's not straight. Oh well. Oh well. Batman smells. Robin laid an egg. So I'm just going to put that there. And I know not much of the music page shows, but that's alright. I just want it straight. I need it straight on this side because that's where the lineage is. And I'm thinking I might still use a little bit of this washi. Oh, getting songs stuck in my head. I try not to watch I go down the rabbit hole. Anybody else go down the rabbit hole? I definitely go down the rabbit hole. And, so I go down the rabbit hole either on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. I do not watch, I don't have TikTok. I don't want TikTok. I don't need that in my life. That would just not end well, I'm sure. Because I go down enough rabbit holes. Although I know a lot of the videos I watch are from YouTube. Not YouTube. TikTok. But so, oh, what was I watching? Oh, yes, apparently. Okay, so one video I saw today. Apparently, millennials are old. So what does that make me? The Gen Xer of the place. Oh, this. I want to make some more like this. This is just some, collage and inked up, and then a little bit of texture paste on there. And I just really love how those look and come out. So I will be making those. That is a weird sensation. I'm thinking I might turn this like this so that I can that makes that a little bit, it gives me a little bit less on, that is flippy, man. You know what I'm going to do? I don't like it being that flippy. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know me well enough to know? I'm just going to make a little belly band to hold it in. Just a little piece of paper. Going to glue each end, the short ends. And put it down here. Maybe even down a little bit more so I don't cover up my, alright, I don't want it to line up perfectly with the quilt on the left there. Probably don't want it too tight either, but now it's not going to flip. Yay! And I can make nice long lists. So, if you have some suggestions about me, I can make a list. You have suggestions of videos, I can make a list right there. Be like, people want to see less talk, more work. That kind of stuff. This, not the colors there. Ooh, donuts. I still got to do donuts somewhere. Alright, let me find some of the ephemera I cut up. I'll be right back. Alright, so here I'm going to do an add a page. So I folded, I folded this in. And I have this page here. So I actually started folding it this way. And then, figured out about how far in I wanted to fold it. So I kind of folded it in thirds and up to an inch. And then this inch I'll glue onto here. And that way you can open it this way to write on it. And also you can open it this way, which you could still write on it if you have a dark, a nice dark pen. So, yep, that's what I'm going to do there. So I'm just gluing down the part past the fold. And that's what my friend Lori calls an add a page. Add a page. You're adding a page. I'm actually going to come over just a little bit because I know that the width of this is a little shorter than that. Well, still got some extra, but I was thinking, I could put something else on the edge there, like maybe that washi tape. And also, could put something, could use one of the ephemera pieces. Oh, that's got that red flower, so that can work. Just put that on there as decoration. Is one thing I think I'll do. So you can take the fussy cut pieces and add them to the collage pages to decorate your own journal pages. And then if you want writing spots that are lighter color, you can just cut down some dyed paper or, just lined paper and put it in the middle or make a little notebook like we did before. Now, where did that... There it is. I'm going to use this on the edge there. So it's washi tape. So if I want it to stay, I need to add some glue. This digital kit is for personal use only. The ones that are for purchase in my shop, at a little higher prices, you can use for small business outside your home and something that you complete and want to sell. But I figured because this one is, free for people anyway, that, I thought personal use. Just, if you want to sell it as a small thing, just talk to me. We might be able to arrange something, but I don't know. Because of the nature of it, I made it for personal use only. So now once that's dry, I'll make that bend in the same place. Once it's dry, I have to wait for that to dry. So now we have that fold out piece. Actually, yeah, so, okay, and decorated with that. I don't know if I want to do anything over here or not. So that hasn't revealed itself to me yet. This page, I probably want to at the very least, use one of my stencils. It doesn't have to be a coffee stencil. It can even be, although I do have this coffee stencil. I forget which is which. One of these was from Stamperia and one of these was from AliExpress. Could not tell you which was which. This one's really thin, so I'm thinking this one was AliExpress. But then again, it might have been the Stamperia. So, I don't know. Oh, and this little tag here was a mixed media tag I made a while back. And stick in there for now. It has, I liked it. Plus I think that I put 89 on there. Yeah. So, yeah, I kept that one. Sometimes I keep stuff for me. Because I like it. I can do that. Anybody can do that. That's what you do, though, right? You make stuff for you. Let's put some over here and some over here. I also have a strip of coffee beans, which came from PM Artist Studio. Because, if I don't mention them in a video, is it really my video? Wink, wink. I like PM Artist Studio, and I cannot lie. I mean, not just because I'm a designer over there, which is pretty exciting. but also because they're just really fun people. And I can tell her inappropriate jokes on a personal message during a live stream, and she laughs uproariously. So anyway, I don't want these videos to be super long, but I also don't want to drag this out forever. So there's that. And I'm not tied to, see, this is why I try to put it in my mouth, so I remember to put it back in the glue before I put the glue over there. Otherwise I do things like leave to go upstairs and never come back, and then 2 days later find out I left my glue top off. Oh shoot, what was I talking? I was going to finish my thought and then my thought left. Oh, I'm not tied to things in threes. That's what I was saying. Also, I like circles, so I really like that these coffee beans are in a circle. But I will use the line strip too, because that'll be like a border. That's kind of fun. All right, that's good writing space, so I'm going to leave that alone. And let's see. I might just do a little cup of coffee down here. This is very thin. It's a little bit harder to work with when you're doing this kind of a thing. So yeah, one way to decorate your pages is to use some stencils. Also stamping. Maybe we'll do some stamping on this page. Where are you, Timmy? And maybe I'll even just do these lines, and then I'll have a, place to write. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm going to do a line of that. And then where's my I don't want to do coffee beans 2 days in a row. It's just gonna. And this is the Archival ink coffee. Is the ink that I'm using. I don't need my lines to be perfect, but these will make some nice, interesting journal lines for journaling on, and adds a little bit of color to the paper. And then, if I wanted to, I've got like these blank spaces, so I could like take, where's my flourish stencil? It's in this pile at some point. And or the numbers. Wait, where's the numbers? I had a couple stencils in this pile. Do you think that they're still going to be in this pile? Oh, hold on. They were in the pile, but they were eluding me. So I actually just might take the alphabet one and where there's not as much line, just kind of go over that. Just randomly here and there. 'Cause why not? Just random letters. They don't have to mean anything. What's that, an H? Well, if I've got an H there, then let's put a more, oh look, an S and an S, nice. Not what I was wanting to do. Where do I have another blank spot around the edge? The middle is, I'm going to leave, just, there we go. Maybe some numbers. Just a couple numbers here and here, here and here, here and there. There you go. Alright, I'm happy with that. Don't really need, alright, so I haven't had a pocket in a few pages. I do want to have some pockets. So let's go ahead and do a little swirly on this one. Any stencils you have, just use those. Play with those. They're fun to do. I don't usually cover the whole page. I usually will just kind of hit it here and there. Might not even, just hints here and there. Works for me. And then I may bring that also over to this side. Just because. Because I can. Because then it's not a blank page. And it's a little bit easier to deal with something that's not a blank page. Now, let me find it. Oh, this might be a good page for the donuts because it's got this green color in it. So, belly band time? Is it a belly band time? Is that what we're thinking? I mean, it'll cover up some writing spot, or I can still write around the belly band. And, you know, like I said, I don't cater to the 3s, but, you know, that's a nice width right there for those donut holes. Donuts, they're not donut holes, they're actual donuts. And it's just a tiny bit too long. That one looks like a peanut butter cookie, though. And I think Mike ate the last one of those. All right. I might want to back this with something. One of my collage, one of the background pages will work for that, I'm sure. Which one? I don't know. This one has a lot of the colors, including some brown. So that might be nice. Let's see. Just so that all my edges are ripped like that. And then figure out how much I want on either side of that. Then if you wanted to have some journal, some place to journal on a belly band, you can always add it. If you're doing like a double paper like this, you could always add a little thing in the middle. It could be just a piece of paper that folds out, like, let's see. I'll show you. Let's see. We don't want it any wider than, no, I already folded it. That messed me up. That's all right. So, I have a song stuck in my head all of a sudden, out of nowhere. I don't think it's even one that I saw on a video recently. I don't think. I promise you. Alright. I don't know that I wanted the whole paper width though, because it's getting thick. So what I might do is where I folded it there, flip it there, and then this paper is just as long as that paper, so still I'll take a little bit more off the top and bottom, maybe. So I'm going to glue that in the middle. I only need to glue this part right here. Oh, I say that, and I'm going to do it. Yeah, I got to do it that way. All right. All right, I left a little spot place at the top so I can glue this to the top. Make sure I cover my secret spot here. There we go. And then, should I make this a little thicker? What do you think? I think it'll be all right. We'll test it. We're going to be testing it in my journal. So just at the short ends, put some glue to make our lovely belly band. So we can tuck something behind there. Bring in color over to this side because we already have color over here. And then when you lift this up, you can open that up and have writing space on both sides of that. So, and if you're concerned about that poking up like that, you can always put a paper clip there, or which paper did I just use? Well, I have another idea. Hold on, I gotta find some of the ephemera. I found these words. So, where'd it go? Be in the moment is the one I wanted, but I've lost it. Where did it go? It's at the top, that's why. All right. This was about the right width. So then it'll look like, you know, it was meant to be there, and that it's not just there for holding things down. I could back it with something. I might, yeah, I'm probably going to back it with a little bit of this. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, that doesn't matter. I only needed a little bit, you know. Oh. I mean, I actually didn't mind that it ripped. I thought that was kind of a cool look, but don't even need it to be that long. So, inking. I like to ink for this particular journal, Grungy Coffee Journal. So, of course, you don't have to use any of the things I'm using. Use what you have in your stash. You don't need to go buy the paper that matches. Just use what you have. Just use coffee dye paper couldn't be more perfect for a coffee journal. So if you already have that on hand, then you're good to go. You're golden. Dark roasted. And then just the short ends, like we did before. Just kind of, boy, I'm all about the little flip up thingies here. I hope I didn't do that too high. Oh yeah, because that's all I have to take out is that one piece. So that should be, oh no. You know what I did, right? You know what I'm going to do about that? I'm going to make it work. I'm leaving that there. And I'm just going to cut right here. And right here. See, now I have two little places to journal. So now, if I want, I can make a little note down here, maybe put a quote down here, and then also still have this, if I cut to the end. There we go. That will still open up, because I wasn't thinking. I'm going to cut off, hold on. I can glue that back on in a second. Let me just cut that off. Sometimes it's all about fixing the mistakes. Sometimes I don't think things through, but I find a way to make them work just the same. How about you? Are you one of those people that you can find a way to make things work after you've not thought them through, like me? So there. All right, we've got a couple little notebooks happening here. Got our little flippy notebook here. I don't hate these long skinny ones because good place for lists. Got a flippy out here for writing. Got some just writing pages and that. And a little coffee cup down there. And I know you all just saw this. And then writing spots there. That would be a perfect place for a little quote down there. And then tuck that back in. Although if this bothers you too much, like I think it's gonna bother me. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I think I'm going to tear off that side, and I'm gonna glue this down. And I will probably still put a little quote down there, but now I'll be able to, get into that easier. Or maybe I'll have like a, title to whatever this page is about. Oh my goodness, guess what? Part of the problem here is this page is just a little too, so I'm going to just trim this page a little at the top. I'm going at an angle. That way I can lift this up and down and not have, because it was getting in the way. Just saying. I just wanted to put donuts in here. Why does it have to be so hard? There we go. Stay up there. All right, now it's not very hidden because this does poke up, but over time it should get flatter. So that is it for today's video, and I will have more. I think the next one I want to do some journal card bases using doing like that first little, this little piece. I want to do something with that. So that may be the next video. You don't have to use it in this journal. I just want to do that. I've already got some collage sheets. Oh my goodness. Some neutral collage sheets. Some are just book page. And those are what I'm going to use. And I'll do some inking and maybe some stenciling and stamping. And then the modeling paste over that. So, and then if they're going to be tags, I might need them a little. Oh, see, I like doing it on the lined paper. Tags don't have to be super thick. This one's nice and thick. But, and this one's, I think it's only like the coffee dyed. I think it's cardstock with just the paper over it is as thick as that one is. It's not super thick. But this this one I think is the Tim Holtz modeling paste. I like the light and fluffy, but I get nice and thin layer with the Tim Holtz too, So yeah, next video, I'm going to do some of these because I just want to. I want this look in this journal for me. So, all right, hope you guys have a delightful day. Glad to have you, hair. Love you.